The attendance maybe wasn't quite sold out and stuff, big game stuff. What have you heard? I know you sent letters to the fans and stuff like that. What's kind of been, that report like?
It's quiet down there. Like I've said 100 times before, we try to do everything. What an awesome crowd on Thursday night. I'd like to avoid keeping them around for those types of reasons, but we'll work on it going into next season and see what kind of conversations we can have. I'm just glad they were out there. Our team more than anything on Thursday. I think they played a huge role in our success on Thursday night, and hopefully they come out again on the 4th of November.
That's what the guys kept on saying too. They heard the crowd of it, stuff like that. And also, just use is the AD. These home games have been kind of wild. Like they've been late, but also they don't get done till midnight. It's not the bag till midnight. What's that been like?
Well, I think it's hard on everybody. Our staff, when it's on a Thursday night like that, you're here for your normal work day and then you're home. But it's a part of the job for us. Our staff understands that, and we're here to support our team, our student athletes, and our coaches. Whether that's at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or midnight, we're going to be here until it's over. And I don't have a problem.
That ball seems like 4 in the morning, blood pressure and stuff after those games.
I was a bit wired after that one, as I'm sure everybody was, but really, really happy for our team. And it just goes to show you how resilient they are. And hopefully we can keep that momentum going in the second half.
I know, Curt, in the past we've seen bull reps would come and go to all these games late in the season and stuff, and you talk to them and stuff. How's that changed with the new CFP thing and that this committee is making some of the decisions there? Does it change in terms of who you talk to and those conversations, and have any of those begun?
They haven't begun yet. We're still 5-6 weeks out, and there's so much football left to be played. I would assume that as we get through the season a little bit more, depending on how we do, we'll get visitors from the games like we normally do. Haven't really put much thought into having the bowl people up here in Albertson Stadium, but as the season goes by and more things unfold in terms of where people are going to end up, I'm sure we'll start to have those conversations.
Houston lost. Obviously, everyone says you got to control your own destiny, maybe from that standpoint for the group of 5. Tuesday or a week from tomorrow, the first official rankings will come out. I guess as an AD, I know there's a lot of football left to be played. With the position you guys are in right now, you have to be pleased.
Well, I think we're fortunate that we're in the conversation, and it's a cliche, but I'm nervous about Saturday, and not because I don't think our team will be prepared. I think they're going to face a really, really good football team on the road. And, I've said it all year long. If our team doesn't take care of the things that they can control, all that other stuff really doesn't matter. And I think they're focused, and I've been really proud of the way that they've prepared every week. I think our staff is on top of it, and we've got a lot of veterans on this football team that know what happens when you lose focus, and hopefully we can just stay the course.
Does it get a little more, does each game, as you get closer here to where the goal seems more possible, more dollars, all that stuff, does it start to get a little more nervous for each game?
It does, because the room for error is just so little, but even if we were to lose, it's not the end of the world, Football is a really, really hard game, and as long as I know that our coaches and our guys are giving it everything they can, I'm good with the result. I really don't try to get too hung up on that stuff. And, I'm confident that they're going to give it their best every Saturday and Friday or whatever day it is, and I think as long as they do that, we'll be successful.
I know us in the media, we like to keep an eye, keep tabs on other Group of 5 schools. We need Houston this weekend. Curious, for you personally, how much do you keep an eye and keep tabs on other Group of 5 schools?
Well, I'm a football fan, so I just like the intrigue of how important all those games are. So I don't know if I necessarily watch them because of the situation that we're in. Again, I go back to, if we're not in the position we're in, all that other stuff really doesn't matter. And so I'm always intrigued by just watching great college football. If I think there's a team out there that I can see that might affect our outcome at some point, I tend to get a little more interested in that. I think like everybody who follows the Broncos does, but I really don't. I don't say, they're playing at 1. I gotta shut down Saturday to watch it. I care a lot more about our team. And that's the program that I think I can help the most, and try to focus on that as much as possible.
I think a couple hours after we talked to you last time, it came out official that the Florida State game was moved to Jacksonville or whatever. I guess what and then did the date change for the one that was going to be here too, or was that?
The date didn't change for the one here, I don't think.
What was kind of behind the thought of moving that game?
You know, that was them requesting that. They wanted to move it a week earlier and move it to Jacksonville. Great opportunity for, I think, our guys to just play it a week earlier. I don't think that's bad for us. I don't know the schedule exactly after that, but we might even have a week off now, which is nice, and we get to play in an NFL stadium. I think that's going to be great for our team and a great experience for our fans, and so we didn't have a problem with that.
Talking about scheduling a little bit, earlier in the week, before we played, Coach Harsin said that this is just a regular game on the schedule with BYU. It's not a rivalry game. The players said it was a rivalry game. I know we have a long series with them still to go. Would you consider this a rivalry game? Because obviously Idaho's not on the schedule. We play Fresno and San Diego every year.
Yeah, I don't know if rivalry is the best word. I mean, I think the reason it's a game that people get so excited about is because both programs are really, really good. And I think on any given Saturday, we can probably beat each other. And we've proven that over the history of the series so far. So I forget, you guys, I think, totaled the points, and it's 1 point difference or something like that. So I think that's, in a sense, sometimes what creates rivalries. It's just when you have two teams that are so equal and so good and can beat each other depending on what day it is. That certainly helps create it. I think it's helpful for our fans that both schools are so close. They don't have to get on an airplane to drive, and so their fans come here and our fans go there. And I don't know, maybe rivalry is the right word. I necessarily don't look at it like that. I just look at it as two really, really good programs that both have to play well to win, and I think that's what people look forward to the most.
Does it look like we'll continue the series after the commitment's over?
I don't know. It's through 2023. Tom and I haven't had that conversation. I'm sure we will at some point, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's continued. We just haven't talked about it.
Those future dates that you've talked about, you said by the end of the year was maybe your goal. Is that still reasonable, or is that still?
No, I think it's reasonable. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see how things kind of shook up here over the last couple months, and I think that's a little bit better defined in terms of conference affiliation and all that kind of stuff. So we've been talking to a lot of schools about the schedule. We've got to take into the fact that down the road we play at Hawaii. We could have the 13th game. We could start a week earlier. So there's a lot of things that we need to take into account when we're doing that. But I would suspect over the next couple months, hopefully we'll have responsibility.
And you said, you told us a month ago that you wouldn't be surprised if the Big 12 didn't make a move, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So, just your thoughts on that. I mean, you kind of spread the tea leaves early, and some people saw the same thing. But
yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say on it. We've been talking about this for so long, and I'm sure they did what they thought was best for their conference. And to be honest with you, I'm glad it's over. We can move on and continue to focus on what we're doing here, and I'm sure they made the right choices for their conference that they thought were appropriate, and kind of is what it is.
Basketball season's roughly about a week away or so. What are your thoughts for Leon Rice's group, where they were picked in the Mountain West?
I always like it when we're kind of picked as the underdog. It puts a little chip on the shoulder of our guys, and we've got some returning. We have a lot of new faces, very, very talented kids. It's a great group of people, a great group of kids too. I really like just the character of our team, and I think it's going to be a tough road in the beginning, just because we have so many new faces, and that's always a challenge for our team. But I've watched them practice; they're working hard. I'm really excited to see this team take off, and I can't believe it's starting this Friday. But it's going to be exciting to see them get going.
I know we've talked a lot about like future 10-year goals, whatever, for expansion, all that stuff in here. Is there anything? I know you guys got the new scoreboard and sound system last year. Is there anything that you'd like to do down the road for the basketball team?
Yeah, we're looking at some things, talking to both coaches about it. We've got some ideas about maybe, just kind of working with our practice facility a little bit more. Taco Bell Arena's got some things that they need to change going forward, just in terms of ADA and all the things that you normally run through when you have a facility this old, so we got to address some of those. But there's not really anything just specifically tangible for us right now, but always looking to improve and making sure that we're giving those coaches and student athletes the best chance to be successful. And if it's making some changes in that arena going forward, that's what we'll certainly consider that.
Does the buyout or anything change?